Mercury, the scorched world. Mercury has almost no atmosphere to slow you down, so you'd fall toward the surface at terrifying speed. The side facing the sun reaches temperatures of 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead instantly. The night side drops to negative 180 degrees, one of the coldest places in the entire solar system. If you fell on the day side, your body would vaporize before it even touched the rocky ground. If you landed on the night side, you'd freeze solid in a matter of seconds. Either way, Mercury gives you no chance of survival whatsoever. Venus, the planet of hell. Venus looks beautiful from space, covered in thick golden clouds that seem almost peaceful, but those clouds are made of sulfuric acid, and falling through them would dissolve your skin within minutes. The atmospheric pressure on Venus's surface is 90 times greater than Earth's sea level pressure. That's equivalent to being 900 meters underwater in Earth's deepest ocean. Your body wouldn't just be burned and dissolved, it would be completely crushed by the weight of the air above. The surface temperature stays at a constant 465 degrees Celsius, day and night all year long. Venus is actually hotter than Mercury despite being farther from the sun because of the extreme greenhouse effect. Falling into Venus is like falling into a giant industrial furnace that also happens to be an acid bath. Mars, the red desert. Mars feels more familiar than the other planets, with its reddish rocky surface and thin dusty skies. The atmosphere on Mars is about 100 times thinner than Earth's, made mostly of carbon dioxide. Falling through it would give you almost no air resistance to slow your descent. You'd hit the frozen Martian ground at enormous speed, with nothing to cushion your fall. Even if you survived the impact somehow, you'd immediately suffocate with no breathable oxygen around. The temperatures on Mars range from negative 125 degrees at the poles to a relatively warm 20 degrees near the equator. Massive dust storms can last for months, blotting out the sun and covering everything in a red haze. Mars is the most survivable planet in theory, but in reality, it would still kill you within minutes. Jupiter, the giant that swallows everything. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, more than 1,300 times the size of Earth. It has no solid surface. It's a massive ball of gas that gets denser and hotter the deeper you go. Falling into Jupiter, you'd first pass through its colorful cloud layers of ammonia and water ice crystals. The winds in Jupiter's upper atmosphere can exceed 500 kilometers per hour in any direction. As you fall deeper, the pressure would increase so rapidly that your body would be compressed like paper. At a certain depth, the hydrogen around you would become liquid, then eventually metallic and electric. The temperature at Jupiter's core is thought to reach around 24,000 degrees Celsius. You wouldn't reach the core. You'd be destroyed thousands of kilometers before getting anywhere close. Jupiter doesn't swallow things slowly. It crushes, burns, and dissolves them simultaneously. Saturn, the ringed destroyer. Saturn is famous for its stunning ring system made of billions of ice and rock particles orbiting the planet. If you fell through the rings, you'd be pelted by chunks of ice ranging from tiny grains to house-sized boulders. Surviving the rings, you'd then enter an atmosphere similar to Jupiter's, but slightly colder and less dense. The winds on Saturn are even faster than Jupiter's, reaching up to 1,800 kilometers per hour near the equator. Like Jupiter, Saturn has no solid surface to land on, just layers of gas that grow thicker as you descend. The pressure would crush you long before you could reach anything resembling solid ground beneath. Saturn's core is estimated to reach temperatures of around 11,700 degrees Celsius. Falling into Saturn is like falling into Jupiter's slightly cooler but equally deadly twin brother, Uranus, the sideways ice giant. Uranus is a strange planet that rotates on its side, tilted at nearly 98 degrees from its orbital plane. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen, helium, and a significant amount of methane gas. The methane gives Uranus its distinctive pale blue-green color, absorbing red light from the sun. Falling through its clouds, you'd experience extreme cold, around negative 224 degrees Celsius at the cloud tops. That makes Uranus the coldest planetary atmosphere in the entire solar system, even colder than Neptune. As you descend further, the pressure and heat would increase dramatically beneath those frozen upper layers. Uranus is an ice giant, meaning it has a slushy mantle of water, ammonia, and methane under enormous pressure. You'd be frozen, then compressed, then dissolved, in whichever order the planet decided to finish you. Neptune, the violent blue giant. Neptune is the farthest official planet from the Sun, a deep blue world of storms and supersonic winds. The winds on Neptune are the fastest in the solar system, reaching speeds of over 2,100 kilometers per hour. These winds are faster than the speed of sound on Earth, meaning you'd be torn apart almost instantly. The cloud tops of Neptune sit at around -201 degrees Celsius, bitterly cold and dark. Like Uranus, Neptune is an ice giant with a slushy interior and no solid surface waiting below. The Great Dark Spot on Neptune was a storm as wide as the entire Earth, though it has since disappeared. New storms appear and vanish on Neptune regularly, making its atmosphere completely unpredictable and chaotic. Falling into Neptune would mean being shredded by supersonic winds before the cold or pressure could finish the job. Every planet in our solar system would kill you in its own unique and merciless way. Mercury burns or freezes, Venus crushes and dissolves, Mars suffocates and freezes, Jupiter compresses and melts, Saturn mirrors Jupiter's destruction, Uranus combines cold and pressure, Neptune adds unimaginable wind speeds to the mix. Our solar system is not a friendly place for a human body without layers of protection between you and it. The universe is vast, violent, and built on scales that make a human life feel incredibly small and fragile. But understanding these worlds, imagining falling into them, is exactly what makes space science so endlessly fascinating.